Hello guys, welcome back to Photographics Academy. So this is big, right? Kumoo is launching a global preset creation challenge. So what is that all about? It's very simple. You use Kumoo just the same way you use it. Create a preset that can be used on other people's image and save it as a preset. Then submit it to Kumoo and you will get to stand a chance to win, right? So the submission period is just going to last through the 20th of May to the 2nd day of June. And the judgment or the judging of the results will start from 3rd June to 9th June. And of course, winners will be announced on 10th. And by June 20th, prizes will be distributed. So when I say prizes, what do you get to win? If you're a first runner-up, you get to win a $300 gift card. Of course, it's Amazon or Shopee, an extra 1,000 free Kumoo credits. If you're a second runner-up, you get a $100 credit card and 600 free Kumoo credits. And of course, the third runner-up gets 300 Kumoo credits and 50 gift card, right? It doesn't end there. If you are not able to be part of these people and you are part of the first 11 people that we are selected as the finalists, you get 150 free Kumoo credits, and for every single person that will participate, which will be among the first 1,000 participants, will be getting 30 free credits. Amazing, right? And to be able to do this is exactly what you need to do. Step 1, create and save your Kumoo preset. Step 2, share your preset and copy the link, click the event button and upload your entry details. How do you upload your entry details? Very simple. Just go to their official website. You will see the event there. Click on it and you'll be able to submit right there. Okay, so without wasting much of your time, let's get started on our own. I'm going to be creating my own preset right here so that you will see exactly how the preset is created. For this particular one, I've already created my preset. All I need to do is go into mine. You see why I called it contest? I'll just click on it. Oh, wow. No preset found. That means I didn't save what I did. I think I did. Right? I know I did. Let's check again. Well, I could just, do Ctrl Z. And what I've done here will be back. Beautiful. So this was the image before. This is what we created. So if I come here to my new preset and I call this preset, let's say outdoor, and I select the group as contest and save it. So once you finish saving, what is going to happen is that inside this my contest, I should be able to have my outdoor. This is it. So if I reset everything I did and click on this outdoor, it's going to apply exactly what I did on this particular image, and this is the result I will have. So you see the way the picture is standing out, the sky and all of that. Now I want to use this particular one here and create it from the scratch, retouch the picture manually, and of course show you how to use it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get into my local, go to my background and just darken it down a bit so that my object stands out. Then back to my global, I'll go to my curve. Now remember, you are setting preset that people will apply on their image, right? And if you are doing that, there are a few rules you need to consider. Very basic things are what you are going to do, are the things you need to be doing, things that practically every image will accept. Part of them is your S-curve. Every image will want an S-curve so that their contrast will come out very well, right? If you come to your tone, you might want to drop down your highlights a bit because of what we did with the S-curve, and maybe push up your vibrance a bit to it, and that will be it. If I do more than this, it might not properly fit in with people's pictures. Then if I go to my background, go to retouch, I'm going to clean it up because it's looking rough. We'll leave it like that. Then we'll get into skin retouching. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the acne for face, just maybe somewhere halfway, and that of the body, with the body blemishes. And this is what we'll have. Once I'm done doing that, I will reduce the matte a little, my forehead wrinkles, my dark circle, my wrinkle around eye. I'll leave every other thing the same way and come here and increase my face disfocus repair. open up my skin and start retouching proper. So if I turn up my frequency separation, make sure my high frequency is also cushion up, right? Then I will increase my skin refinement effect and my residual gray level here. So this is going to allow me have smooth looking image. Then I add some contouring to it. Then I'll do the frequency separation for body for my images as well. Beautiful. So once I'm done with this area, I'm going to come to my AI skin retouch and try to restore some textures back to the face and use this to bring together everything we've done. Once I'm done doing that, I'll come to my brightness and just nudge it a bit on my tone. So the reason I did this is so that I will have that shiny glittery skin tone effect, or that glossy look. Yes, that's the word. Then I'm going to make sure I match the skin tone of the body and that of the face. So once I turn these two on, it's going to try as much as it can to match the skin tone of the face and the body. Then I will select a skin tone that suits my image. So this looks very good for my picture, right? I can even decide to lighten it up a bit. Okay, the tone is going to do the brightness stuff. I decide to lighten it up a bit more, to reddish. Beautiful. Maybe bring it down slightly. So I'm not going to touch the temperature because some of the pictures you'll be using or you might be having will not require a temperature, but skin tone will always work. Because if I push that up, it's going to look ridiculously oversaturated. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. Then get into the dress. I'm going to increase the intensity of the smoothing, and I'll make sure I also increase the edge smoothing to the center. Then back to my image, I'll come right here. So I think looking at it, my face and my hand are not blended in color. Yeah, so I'm going to need to drop this down a bit. Let's see how brightness handles it now. Although it brings it close, So I think we can work with this. Before, after, maybe we can nudge this up a little bit. Then back to my makeup. I will enhance my eyebrow, enhance my eye makeup, my shadow, and of course my highlight. Now you notice I am hardly pushing things to 100%, right? Reason mean that I know that a lot of persons may not want their retouching extreme like this. Then you can decide to now nudge up your lip gloss a little, but as much as possible keep it natural, because like I said, a lot of pictures may not fit into it. Then for my teeth, I'm going to just increase the whitening and the blemishes. I know the teeth is not there, but of course, because it's a preset, I wouldn't want it leaving anything undone every single time it's uploaded. Then my hair, I will just nudge the hair part a little, then restore the stray hairs and soften the hair a bit. Now, remembering the eye, I'll go back into this person, click on it and go to my eye scalera and just desaturate it. Now, this may not even be needed on this picture, but any image it is used on that needs it, we immediately and naturally just be able to use. So I feel my image is too reddish. If I go back to my global, come down to HSL, I can just drop down the orange and the red just slightly, or even brighten it up a bit, lighten up the cone, so that we'll get a very clear skin. And the job is done. So I think we need to now bring down the brightness here, down a little. So all I'm doing is to make sure we'll have a very beautiful image. So lastly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down to body and click on model, so that the image does get a bit repositioned to be able to look like a model, but still maintaining the person that is in that image. So once I'm done doing all of this, what do I do? Very simple. I'll go into my new preset. Make sure I'm selecting contest. Then I'm going to call this one Studio Portrait. And save. And that is the preset I am going to be using. So this is for outdoor and this is for studio. So how do you save this preset so that you can be able to share it with the community? Very, very simple. Once you're on your group, make sure you're on your group, right click and go to share preset. Once you click on it, it's going to tell you token copy. So this token here now is like a link. If I paste it right inside my notepad, let me drop it in my notepad so that you see what it looks like. So I'm going to create a new chart. If I come here and paste, this is what it looks like. This particular preset now is called a token. So what that token does is that anytime anybody wants to import it into their Kumoo, they will just come over here and click on import preset. And immediately it appears where you put in the link that you copy. You see? So once I put in this link here and select the group I want it to send these presets to, and I press confirm, it immediately downloads every single setting I did on these two particular images, and you can be able to reapply it on any image of your choice. Thank you so much for watching this amazing video. Do make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you subscribe, click the notification bell to get notified every single time we drop a new video. Like I said, if you are not yet submitting your jobs for this contest, you are behind. Make sure you take part of this. Make sure you put your work out there. You never can tell who will see it. Thank you so much one more time. See you on the next one.